And you know, Perez is not a left hook artist, but that left hook's available to him, and he's throwing it very well. So I hearken back, though you don't ever expect any fight to be that good, but I hearken back to Diego Corrales and Jose Luis Castillo. And Steve, remember when we did that fight? We said early, oh my goodness, Diego Corrales fighting the wrong fight, laying on the inside, and yet he was able to do what Perez is kind of doing in portions here, fight well on the inside.
Agbeko, relentless, Al. He just has not let up since the opening bell, and he just feels Perez will not be able to take his punches for 12 rounds.
Oh, there's another nice hook by Perez. He surprises me with that punch in this fight.
And that stopped Agbeko momentarily. Another one right on the chin of Agbeko. Perez is landing. Another left hook by Perez on the chin. Oh, good finish by Perez. Let's get to the keys of victory. Keys to victory, Al.
Well, for Perez, he sometimes leans in and he needs to use his height and reach. He didn't do that in the first round, but we'll see. And he often voluntarily pushes himself to the ropes. Not a good idea in this fight. Agbeko can be hit with a counter right. We saw that right at the end of the round when he often lunges in, Agbeko. For Joseph Agbeko, if he lunges in to throw the right, Perez will counter him, so he can't do that. With his hands low, which they often are, Agbeko relies on good head movement for defense. He has a powerful and accurate right hand. He's got to throw it early and often, and boy, he did in round one. Early in the round, Joseph Agbeko taking advantage, and there's the right, of Perez fighting on the inside, going to the body and the head. But later on in the round, Perez was landing some very sharp punches and working very well on the inside with the right hand and the left. So this has the makings of a superb fight.
Tell you what, Perez not afraid to get inside with Agbeko, and usually that's flirting with danger against a guy like Agbeko with those sharp, accurate right hands and the good left hook. Agbeko leans in. Let's see if Perez can take advantage with an uppercut as the non-stop punching continues. I mean, it has been sustained from the opening bell. Look at this exchange. That it's Perez who's winning it.
The hand speed and right hand of Perez are winning the day at the moment, but that only lasts for maybe a 20-second period, and Agbeko can easily come back.
Perez with a terrific left hand, the jab on the hook. We're seeing it. And watch out for Agbeko's right, as Al pointed out. Beautiful combination upstairs by Perez. He sends Agbeko back.
Both men are landing peak punches early.
Non-stop give and take, back and forth. Terrific action.
And, you know, just a little lateral movement from Perez makes a difference. When he does move a little side to side, the left hook of Perez, that's the shocker in this fight.
And he continues to pour it on. A lot of Agbeko shots are being blocked. Perez's punches are getting through.
Neither man has ever been down as a pro. What do you think? I mean, is that going to last through tonight?
Yeah, Agbeko, pro or amateur, never down. Perez in the pros, and Perez with 247 amateur fights, down a couple of times in the amateurs, but never as a pro.
I think we can forgive that, huh?
Yeah, we'll let that slide. Oh, right hand by Agbeko. Countering right, not as effective by Perez.
Does this Perez doing so well, fighting this way, and he pushes Agbeko back? That's a news story. Let me tell you, you don't do that very often.
I think he's surprised Agbeko. Oh. He didn't expect this out.
In a big way, Steve. And what kind of statement does it make to Agbeko? Will it shake his confidence at all?
There's a left hook to the head by Perez. The lanky Yanni Perez smoking here in the first two.
You know, sometimes we watch these films of the fighter and we try to handicap what they're going to do. I will tell you, the thing I missed was the left hook of Perez. I never saw it look as good as it is in this fight.
Good straight right hand, got through by Agbeko, missing with the next right and a left. Heading for the bell.
Time!
The sizzler.
Let him relax. I got this in your pocket. I go. Yes. Let him relax. Breathe in. Breathe in.
Early in that round, Perez backing up Agbeko. That right and left hook were as strong a punch as you can land. It shows you the chin Agbeko has, but for one of the few times you see him go back with an avalanche of punches from Perez. Later in the round, though, this right hand gets in by Agbeko. It's his best punch. It's a powerful punch, and that sends a message to Perez as you see him back up.
That was a great expression by Perez. What was that?
Yikes.
This, the type of action you'd hope for in a matchup of the champion and the #1 challenger. Agbeko, all-action fighter who punches and keeps punching, as we said at the open of the telecast, and he has not disappointed.
Now, they were very worried, Perez's people, about Agbeko using, nice combos by Agbeko. He's going to start, I think, trying to throw more combinations. They were worried about the head of Agbeko. He tends to use it on the inside. They felt he did that against Archinian, but Perez is fighting on the inside with him and not worrying about that.
They continue to trade bombs. Left hook by Agbeko. Sometimes that left hook is wide. Got a good straight right in there. Right hand by Agbeko. Left hook by Perez. Back and forth, non-stop. Can these guys do this for 12 rounds? We'll find out.
It's an amazing pace. I mentioned Castillo Corrales. The Vasquez Marquez trilogy felt like this. As well.
This is like a video game, Al.
And it's not just that they're big punches. The volume of punches is pretty extraordinary in his first 3 rounds.
Big long right hand that tagged Agbeko. What a right that was by Perez.
The only difference in this fight, to me, is the fact that Perez has been more effective with combinations. But it's not as if Agbeko isn't throwing combos, and there was 2 of them.
No let up whatsoever.
Perez was very distressed by Agbeko saying knock him out. Wow.
Big right hand there by Agbeko. A resounding right.
And Perez is fighting as if he's trying to show he can't be knocked out by Agbeko.
Yeah, he's fighting as if to say, so you think you could knock me out, Joseph? Oh, what a left hand. Did you see what happened to the head of Agbeko there? It almost spun around.
And Joseph Agbeko's fighting technically the best fight I've seen him fight. He's not lunging. He's throwing his punches with good form. And with it all, he's got his hands full and then some with Yanni Perez.
It really is a tremendous scenario that's unfolding here.
This is just great action, and what I love about this fight is that technique has not gone out the window, even in a firefight.
Yeah, it's not sloppy.
No.
More punches landing by Perez. Agbeko coming back. Another left by Perez. And they continue to swat away right up to the bell.
You need to fight with your head. You're coming out directly to him. With your hands, they're not up. All right, let's breathe.
The combination punching for Yanni Perez has been very, very effective, and it was the combination that kind of won the day in this sequence because the hook missed, and then the right hand followed it by Perez as he uses multiple punches to get the job done. Agbeko, though, throwing that right hand from a good posture, not lunging in with the punch, and that's been something he's done before. The Perez left hook that we just saw, to me, is the headline of this fight. Who knew he could throw that punch that effectively?
That was a stunning punch, Al, and it really got the attention of Akbeko. Now remember, Akbeko, who just landed with 2 lefts, is so durable.
Yes.
And Perez gets stronger as fights go on. So, my goodness. Round 3 was fought mostly in the center of the ring. Here's Press Row through the first 3, 29-28 across the board.
It's exactly the way I have it. I gave Perez 2 of the first 3 rounds. Very close rounds, though, of course.
Press Row giving Akbeko the last round, where big punches were being thrown from everywhere.
You know, you would have thought the jab was going to be the most important weapon for Yanni Perez. It hasn't been. He's thrown jabs, but he's put himself in punching room.